Hello, you beautiful people, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We are gonna focus on a main, or we at least gonna start with a main mission after we have talked with Betty. And I didn't want to trade and demanded
I need a bath.
Certainly.
our
I've got a few wounds that need...
Don't worry.
and care to ourselves in order to regen, right? The important part is to get our wounds, not the wounds cleaned up, but...
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself out there, friend.
Yeah. I for a second thought he said hay. Ale. Good. Now, energy back to 100. So that's in 2 hours. That's the... We don't need to... neglect... We don't need to sleep then anymore. That's perfect. Then let's go there and then... That's how we go. That's how it goes, right? Nice, nice, nice. So, turn around. Let's search then for the paint. There's a painter, right?
That is Casper's red.
No. Sorry, Casper, obviously.
Attack, my friend. Take your pick, but no messing around. Was brauchst du, Fremder? How can I help you?
See? I didn't say I wouldn't contribute, but I'm not giving them a single groschen until I see cut stones, lime, scaffolding, and 20 men working their arse.
Henry! So you finally came. Welcome to my workshop.
Wow. This is practically a palace. I didn't expect you to be so well off.
Well, since I bought it, I'm not anymore. The previous owner was more than happy to get rid of it. Unfortunately, when I fell through the rotting floor in the upstairs room, I understood why. I've spent the last few years trying to fix it up, but you know how it is. Never enough time, and it costs a fortune. But don't worry. I didn't invite you to help me build.
Indeed. I'll be happy to lend a hand. Thanks for inviting me.
I should be the one thanking you for everything you've done for me. But first, I need to show you something. Come on. So, what do you think of it?
Well, honestly, I don't see much in it yet.
I admit, right now it's just a few strokes, but can't you see what's in them? Try looking to the future a bit.
Well, judging by how excited you look, I'd say this will be your great masterpiece, right?
Exactly. My whole life, I've hoped to paint something amazing, something people will remember even 100 years from now. And I believe this is it.
Well, that makes me happy. So what's it going to be when it's done?
An altar. The greatest and most magnificent thing you can ever paint. Frescoes of hunting scenes are nothing compared to this. The abbot of Sedlitz monastery got a St. Vitus relic from Sigismund and wants to redesign half the chapel for it. The best craftsmen in the entire town are working on it.
The best? So how did you end up involved in it?
What the hell are you doing here?
I just wanted to greet an old friend. It must be 20 years since we last met.
Who is that man?
It's hard to believe when you look at that mug of his, but he's called Bellissimo. We studied together once.
Funny, isn't it? We started the same, but turned out completely different. While I was painting for the lords in Italy, you surely didn't even set foot outside Gutenberg.
Is that why you came? To strut around?
Not at all. I came to console you. That big commission of yours for Sedlets. Well, it seems the abbot finally came to his senses and picked someone better.
What? That's impossible. The abbot and I have an agreement.
You had an agreement. Don't tell me you've learnt nothing since the last time.
How dare you?
Go on then. Spit it out.
You forgot your manners, it seems.
It's always a pleasure talking to you. Take care, Voita. Now, I really must be off, but do stop by the baths at the horse market sometime. We can reminisce about the good old days. And if you ask nicely, I might even let you watch me paint.
What was that?
That was the end, my friend.
And why did he treat you like a leper?
Let's just say we haven't been on the best of terms for quite some time. But that's not important now.
You're always saying that. This isn't important. Leave it be. Now's not the time. I can't tell you that. Damn it, Voita, I'm trying to help you. But how am I supposed to do that if you won't tell me anything?
Oh, all right. Years ago, Bellissimo and I studied together, and we were actually friends, in a way. He was the one who suggested I start going by some Latin name. He said it would make a better impression outside Bohemia. His real name is Bella, but he started calling himself Bellissimo. It never really caught on here, though. People called him Bullshitimo. And it suited him. He turned out to be a proper backstabber. We haven't spoken for years.
Did I hear that right? He stole your commission for your big project?
I'm afraid so.
What do you plan to do now?
As far as I can tell, I have two options. Either tuck my tail between my legs and forget about the job, or find a way to get rid of Bellissimo. How the hell did that bastard pull it off? I had an agreement with the abbot.
Giving up is not an option. So, we need to get rid of him.
We?
Of course. You didn't think I'd leave you to handle this on your own, did you? Could we steal his brushes? Like they stole yours back in the Trotsky region?
I get why you'd think that, but you're forgetting. This is a big city. Bellissimo would have new brushes in a few days. It wouldn't even slow him down.
What if we dug up some dirt on him and explained why it'd be in his best interest to give up the commission?
It's true that Bellissimo's conscience is filthier than my apron, and it doesn't even bother him. Did you hear the way he smugly invited me to the baths? Ha! But you know what? You should pay him a visit there. Try to find something we can use against him. And more importantly, how the devil he managed to snatch that job away from me.
Do you think he tells his secrets to the bathmaids? Girls usually don't care much for the ramblings of an old rake.
What do you mean, old? Bellissimo's 6 months younger than me. And you'd be surprised how captivating he can be. People always ate out of his hand. Even I once did. Oh, yes. He always dragged me to the baths. Spent his last groschen there. And when they threw us out, we went next door to the garden. Bellissimo even set up a small workshop there for himself. At that time, I had no idea what kind of scoundrel he truly was.
Where did Bellissimo say you should visit him?
At the baths near the horse market. We used to go there together. And it seems he's decided to move in there now.
What if I went straight to Bellissimo, put a knife to his throat, and told him to drop the commission?
No, knowing him, he'd promise you the moon and stars, then go running to Sedlets to complain. And I'd be left with nothing.
All right. I'll go to the baths and see if I can dig up some dirt on him.
Ask the proprietor about him. Her name's Beatrice. We know each other a bit, so she might be willing to help us. Meanwhile, I'll head to Sedlets to find out what's got into the abbot.
Well, we do know the lady too, right? We do know that wonderful lady too. Wait, or maybe no. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry, we need another lady. That's actually kind of good. We can actually then check here with the other saddler. I don't know why I thought that our Betty, why I thought that they were the same. What was I thinking, right? What was I freaking thinking, man?
You're not allowed here. What's that I hear? That's nice. Go now. Leather pouches! Pouches! Belt! What will it be? Show me your wares.
Alright. Okay, I did expect a bit more. Anyways, then was worth a try, right? And
I'll be right there.
talking, with a detour, it was not that much of a detour. That's all I can say. I just need to follow through the inside on the outside, right? Yeah, I know where the bathhouse, by the way, is. Here we have two entryways. One is down there. There's the dude which cuts hair to. And that's the bathhouse. Where is the lady we need to talk to?
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I hear your services here are so renowned that even one famous painter comes to visit you.
One? Well, we've entertained whole crowds of painters here. Sadly, most of them have a bit of trouble keeping their brushes firm.
Interesting. The one I'm looking for is called Bellissimo.
Oh, him. Oh dear, what's he done now?
Do you expect him to do something?
Well, I'd say he's already done something, and probably rather nasty, since suddenly he's acting all saintly. But I don't buy it. What's the point of praying if he gets drunk like a pig every evening afterward?
That Bellissimo robbed my friend of his job, so I want to settle things with him.
Well, that's certainly not the first time and won't be the last. But if you're planning to break his face, kindly take it outside.
What do you even have against him? Doesn't he pay?
It's not that, but he drinks like a fish. And when he's finished everything he's got upstairs in his room, he comes down among my guests. How many times have I had to kick him out to sleep it off in that shack of his, in his garden, opposite the bathhouse? Oh, you couldn't even imagine the things drunks like Bellissimo think they can get away with around my girls.
What's Bellissimo been doing to you girls?
Nothing now. As long as I can help it. I keep a close watch on him to make sure he doesn't try anything. He swears he's repentant and that, but it doesn't look like it at all.
How come?
Because he's just an old drunk and a lecher. When I was a little girl, I actually liked him. Even his friend. They were always laughing and sketching something. But then I found out what a scoundrel he is. And the fact that he kneels to pray in his old age now and then, just for show, doesn't change a thing.
What's the story with Bellissimo's piety?
I'd like to know that too. When he first came here, he kept crossing himself as if the devil himself was standing behind him. But then he went to Sedlets, and ever since, he's back to being the same old swine as before. There's definitely some dodgy business behind it, mark my words.
Where would I actually find Bellissimo?
Like I said, mostly here, in the baths, in that garden of his, just across the street, or up in his room. He spends most of his time there.
And what does he do there? Paint?
More like getting plastered. drinks all night till dawn, then spends the day sleeping or sitting in the garden.
Which room belongs to Bellissimo?
I'll tell you exactly. The one that reeks of booze the most. You can smell it from the attic all the way down here. The girls always have to air it out before they take someone in. Who knows what that slob is doing up there? Drinking certainly isn't the end of it.
Couldn't I have a quick look around? Maybe I'll find something that'll let you kick him out for good.
You've no idea how much I'd like that. But unfortunately, if anyone found out I was letting strangers into the rooms, I might as well shut the place down. If you want to hang around here, pay for a wench.
Can I find Bellissimo somewhere else?
You'll have to ask him yourself. I don't keep track of his every move.
Listen, you said Bellissimo used to have a friend. Was his name Voiter, by any chance?
The very one. Well, do you know him? Well, a bit eccentric, but a really decent fella. Maybe too decent.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. I curse about Bellissimo because he drives me mad, but I don't feel right telling you about Voiter.
You can tell me. Voiter is my friend. I'm helping him with something now, but you know him. He doesn't tell me everything. And I'm afraid that without the whole truth, I might only end up harming him.
Fine, all right. You know, Voiter and Bellissimo were friends. Well, friends. Bellissimo kept dragging Voiter around, and Voiter was too meek to say no. Bellissimo even stuck his nose into Voiter's first big job. But then he managed to have Voiter kicked off the job and took all the benefits for himself. But how he pulled that off, only the two of them know.
Thank you for everything. You've been a great help.
You're welcome. And please, watch out for Voiter.
I apologize.
Okay, first things first. And actually two things. I'm too loud, right? And we
Keep close to the others.
gonna quickly save, by the way. I'm not in the right room, I know.
That's odd. Who opened this?
It's hanging there. I just want to say, he is a magic man.
So, Bellissimo is working for the monastery for free because he is afraid of going to hell. That could come in handy.
Since we are up here, you guys.
What's the hold-up, innkeeper?
Okay, and then we directly can go back and finish up. So, sorry guys, nothing happened. Alright. We should not be that far away, right? Anyways, we can fast travel there. That's gonna be a bit quicker. Not much, I know. Duh. But a teensy bit faster nonetheless, right?
An elegant and lean flavor. Well, come to your senses yet?
Oh, fuck you. I'm telling you, Conrad's going to win the tournament.
Just want to see what that is. Okay, hello. Boy.
I figured out what's going on with your Bellissimo.
I'm really trying. Honestly.
What? What did you say?
Me? Oh, nothing. So, tell me, how did Bellissimo manage to take my commission?
It's really simple. He'll do it for free. In exchange for painting the altar, the monks in the monastery will pray for him so that God forgives all his past and future sins.
That bastard. Even if they prayed for him until Judgment Day, he'd still end up in hell.
That's exactly what Bellissimo's afraid of. Or at least, that's how it came across from the agreement he made with the abbot.
So he's afraid of hell, our Bellissimo. Well, That's something we could use. But we need to get him out of the bath somehow.
That shouldn't be too much of a problem. Beatrice told me Bellissimo drinks in his room, but when he runs out of booze, he goes downstairs and causes such a ruckus that they have to throw him out. After that, he sleeps in his workshop, in that garden across from the baths.
Oh. Well, that's perfect. An isolated place, away from people. If we set it up properly, he might just fall for it.
Fall for what?
That the Horned One himself has come for him.
Now this is getting interesting. What's your plan?
It's simple. First, we need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths, but instead of a cozy bed in the garden, he'll find the Prince of Hell waiting for him. You'll disguise yourself.
I'll disguise myself.
Bellissimo would recognize me, for heaven's sake. And in the disguise, you'll tell Bellissimo he's damned to hell. And if he wants to save his soul, he'll leave Kuttenberg and beg the Pope for forgiveness. Actually, both of them. And then farewell, Bellissimo. Settle its altar, here I come.
I tell you, it's insane. But, who knows? If we get Bellissimo good and shit-faced, he might fall for it. So, how are we going to turn me into a devil?
First, we'll get you some tattered clothes, chains, something like a tail, and horns. And you'll need a proper snout. Once I paint it all a bit... You know what? Bring me a bassinet with a visor, 3 torches, and 5 eggs.
5 eggs?
They're the most important part of all this.
If I have to give them to the toads to hatch again...
Don't worry. We're done with that.
And how do you plan to get Bellissimo drunk? The madam said he drinks in his room and only comes downstairs when he has to.
I'm not saying I've got everything figured out yet, but I'll definitely come up with something before you get back.
So, I heard this isn't the first time Bellissimo has taken your job. How did it happen before?
I don't really know. We were painting the Guildhouse crest here in town. Everything was going fine, but one morning, when I arrived, they threw me out. They said Bellissimo would finish it himself, and if I dared complain, they'd make sure I never painted another stroke in this town. How that bastard pulled it off, I never found out. And honestly, I don't even want to know anymore. It's in the past. I just want to get this commission back.
All right. I'll go and gather all those things.
Alright, we need a couple of eggs, right? How many do I... Wait a tick. Does it say... Torches we have enough. Eggs we need 5. I know we are probably not gonna find 5 eggs here.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Show me your wares.
I'm glad you found what you needed, sir.
What did he say? It's again such a expensive quest, right? Them eggs. I don't know, how many groschen did they cost? hundreds and thousands, man.
There'll be trouble. No one gives a fuck about
I don't want to trade in the helmet we
apologize.
currently... Yes, currently have on. That's the reason why I'm gonna get another one. Luckily, we have a couple of them in our... Even though they might be expensive and stuff, you know. We need a bassinet with a visor and one more torch. Oh boy, that's sad, man.
Lots of people.
Okay, now we just need to head back right here.
Oh my god.
Let's ignore the fight and let's see how that is actually gonna turn out. Nice! So I do know that I do hope that the helmet is gonna be fine. Second of all, if it's gonna be that costly, man, it's not only the X, but I mean, yes, we have 36. Did we make just 10k today through selling? Might be. Let's see how quickly with our unlimited chest, which makes no sense. That's something, you know, I'm always looking for realistic games, right? That makes no sense that the chest is unlimited and that we have in different locations access to it, right? Don't get it. Makes the game too easy on the other hand. I'm kidding. What did I... Yeah, we made a lot of money today. But although the helmet with 1,000 is quite costly, right?
I brought the things for the devil costume.
Oh boy,
You've messed this up, haven't you?
Oh boy, you kidding me? I collected the... I put the wrong one into... Alright. And how he and how he said us and said, well, you messed up, you made a huge ass mistake, I can't get anything for myself.
Will you go?
Careful.
The noble one.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
The tournament's supposed to be a celebration of the city.
So on the other hand, we obviously could have bought that item too. Now I'm kinda glad that I was a bit messy with not selling stuff early on. That was, you know, simple reason, two things. First of all, at the beginning, the traders didn't have that much money. Second of all, we were not in Kuttenberg. It would have involved way more traveling around and stuff. But I'm good, that's good. And I think at the beginning I did not take down so many people because I was a weakling, right? Now, over the course of the game, obviously things got different. We still have a lot of coin available, theoretically available, right, in the bank. We should, like stocks, right? We just need to sell. But we can't.
I brought the things for the
Yes, this will do. Come on, let's get to it.
Yeah, what I should not forget is actually the freaking...
What do you think?
Well, I didn't much believe in it, but even I'd shit myself with fright from it.
Shame I won't see the look on Bellissimo's face. Right, take all this and get going. We've got a lot to do. First, you need to get Bellissimo drunk enough to be thrown out of the baths. Then, when he's sleeping in the garden, you'll decorate the place a bit. Light the torches and And then Bellissimo will know hell on earth.
How do I get Bellissimo drunk enough to end up in the garden?
Beatrice said he goes there when he gets thrown out of the baths, right? That's exactly what you need to arrange. Sneak into his room and take all his booze. Then, when he goes down for a drink and gets a little tipsy, you sit with him. After that, keep pouring it down him until he causes a scene and gets thrown out. But be careful not to pass out before he does, and make sure to wait until he's a bit merry, so he doesn't catch on to you.
Actually, I'm already a step ahead of you. When I was at the baths, I cleared all the booze from Bellissimo's room. Now I just need to sit with him tonight. How do I turn Bellissimo's garden into hell?
I'll help you with that, if you like. While you're getting Bellissimo drunk, I'll paint a devil on the wall and smoke up the place with sulfur. Then you just need to light the torches you've gathered and dress up in that costume.
Do you really think Bellissimo will fall for it?
Don't worry. The garden will be dark. He'll be drunk, and you'll look like the Prince of Hell. That's bound to rattle his guilty conscience. Just talk about sin, and how you've come to take him to hell because his time has come. And don't do any silly antics like boo-boo.
And why did you need the eggs?
I'll have them for breakfast.
You're a right cunt. All right. Let's get it over with.
Chin up. The Prince of Hell can't be a crybaby.
Okay, but you guys, that is then something we are gonna do in the next episode. What is now quite important, actually, is that we quickly go to the pub, the pub where we can sleep, and get one torch into our inventory. Otherwise, my future psychic might forget it, and that then in a situation where we need a torch, because it's obviously sometimes dark, happens, even in the real world, that's weird, I know, then we are not standing there without torch, and I would be then, or future psychic would be freaking annoyed with past psychic. And that is something I do not... Oh, why am I at player man? There we go. Now to inventory we go. But guys, that is then, right now, already gonna bring us to the end of today's episode, and you know it, we are gonna be going on here. Obviously in the next episode tomorrow, for now, you know it, I, as usual, really thank you for watching. If you guys actually do have enjoyed today's episode, then please give me a little tinty thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in the next episode. Until then, I wish you all a wonderful day. Stay frosty.